Hello, everybody. How's it going? We're live. Hang on, let me check. We always got to check. We got to make sure. We're here with Aaron Crumbley. Say hello to Aaron Crumbley, everybody. He's back. This is your second live stream with me. You've appeared on the channel. You were in the Droid video as well. So
well, yeah.
So this is your third appearance on the Ant Bandit Network.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, and it's an honor.
Thank you.
As always.
Good to have you back. We've got people here. MJ Bailey, Cash Burdick here. What's up? How's it going, everybody? Let me just double check
Cash
that we.
Burdick, you can have a shout
I guess
out.
we are live. If you guys are commenting, yeah, we're live. Cool. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's Hump Day, and we're hanging out doing our Wednesday night thing. We are building some Lego tonight. Aaron's mic is quiet. Hang on, let me turn him up.
I can yell if you want me to.
How does
I can
that?
start
Give me a
screaming.
test one too.
No, it's louder in my ear.
It's louder in your
Yeah.
ear. Can you guys hear Aaron?
Am I okay? Am I Gucci to the max?
We're Gucci. What's
Hello.
up, Kevin? How's it going?
Brotherhood Workshop. What's up, dude?
We are building. Let's show off what we're building tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Let me switch my transition
Let me
here.
get my little bag out.
My
little
I will
baguette.
be building the new ARC 170. This came out in January. It's got a bunch of clones. I'm a big fan of this ship. It's a really great design. This one has been a really controversial set, though, because it's a lot smaller than the old ones. No, these are not my first land spoils. I bought these with my own money on January 1st. But I will be getting some land stuff in the next few weeks. So I'm very excited to share some sets from that program. So, but we got the ARC 170. We've got the Ahsoka Interceptor, another controversial set, way overpriced with only 3 minifigs. But I like this ship. I bought both of these for the droids. If you've seen my droid video, you know why I need these. And Aaron, let's show off what you're building here.
So,
talk to us about what this is.
I got to go to a bunch of Lego shows last year, like 27 Lego
which
shows.
is wild.
Which big number. I
Yeah.
can't even count that high. One of the awesome vendors along the way in Omaha, Nebraska. We went to Brick Days Omaha, and it was a bricks without mortar. They're super cute little. Let's say startup. I don't know how long they started ago, but
Yeah.
they're super cute company, and they have a bunch of little cute trinkets using real Lego, just custom designs. This is their instruction booklet.
Here,
I
let's
feel like I'm
show.
doing an ad for them, but I hope they see this. I
Not
think
sponsored.
they were
Not
super
sponsored,
awesome.
by the way.
There's not sponsored, not at all. I bought it for a personal whim, but anyway, this is a micro version of the Death Star, and I kind of don't even want to.
We don't want to spoil it yet.
I don't want to
but,
spoil it because it's super cute and micro, and
Yeah.
it's fun.
Kevin said, I like smaller, but honestly ambivalent about Clone Wars sets, more of an OT guy. That's understood. Gracie's here. What's up,
Hey.
Gracie? Last week's guest in the chat, and also you were in the chat last week
Yeah,
when
dude.
Gracie was here. So
I was getting a new car tag. I was
nice.
having
in
you
the
on
middle
one
of
side
us streaming. You're
and
just like,
the Georgia DMV on the other side. It was very
hey,
productive.
the DMV is a great place to watch Ant Bandit streams. I am just registering this set here. If you didn't know, by the way, have you done this before? You can get VIP points by
when you
scanning
register
instructions.
your manuals. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, there was who was it? It was one of the influencers that I met at Brick World Chicago.
You gotta scan it.
She had a video about taking pictures of that, and somehow that just like passed me on top of
Yeah.
all the other things that I do. It just
Mhm.
I haven't scanned the codes in to get the
it's
points.
something that I forget to do almost every time.
It's
I
like
don't
the
know.
Chick-fil-A app. You know, I eat
Right.
Chick-fil-A on a regular basis, and I forget to get the points every time. And
Yeah.
then I get home and I'm on, in my bed looking at my phone like, oh, I have the Chick-fil-A app. Should
You got to
use
be
it.
the guy in the when you go out to dinner and everybody is like, should we do this separate or and you're like, no, put it on mine. You Venmo me later, and you get all the points that way. That's the smart thing to do,
Yeah,
like-
my friend does that with Flyer Miles.
Oh,
He uses his credit
flights?
card, so like they'll go out and get like really big dinners, like not intentionally, but it just all. He's like, oh no, everybody do it with me, and they can just Venmo me later. Like, don't worry about it. He's doing it.
He knows what he's doing.
He's playing coy, but he is reaping the rewards. He's putting a little bit of effort in getting
Yeah.
a bunch of Flyer Miles from his friends without them knowing.
Kevin said, honestly, don't bother scanning them because the money is so minuscule, it's barely worth the effort. It's true. Honestly, I wish that
No.
scanning them, it's like you get 20 points.
I'm getting
per scan.
passionate about this.
Okay.
I'm passionate because that is a privileged mindset Okay, money is money. A cent is a cent. Okay.
It's like a fraction of a cent, to be honest.
Okay,
Like,
well, maybe it's not worth your time.
I have
then.
seen people scan the instructions and calculate exactly how much it's worth to scan a bunch of them, and it doesn't turn out to be too much. But one thing that would make this a lot easier is if it like tracked which sets you have in like a list. That would be really awesome if it added
James
to like a
Nunnally
database.
says every penny counts. He says every penny counts.
Every penny counts.
Yeah, and I'm a Nunny Bun fan.
What's up, James? What's up, Ross? Annie Stud is here. Aaron equals Lego Dave Ramsey.
I did grow up on Dave Ramsey, and
Dave
he'd be
Ramsey-
disappointed at my Pokemon purchases as of late.
I was gonna say Dave Ramsey would not approve of your
No.
just wild spending habits with Pokemon.
He would not. No,
but
not at all.
we're glad to be back here. Monkey Scouts here. I hope you guys are having a good night. This is our second stream of the year, so welcome for your second stream and our second stream of the year. If you didn't know, I'll say at the top of the stream, we do this every Wednesday night. We're just hanging out. We're building some Lego. We're chilling. It's real chill vibes here. We're just having a good time. So, crack open a set, do whatever you want. Aaron's got his stuff. If he's going to finish this way before mine. So I have an assignment for him if he chooses to accept it. Because if you come over to my house and you don't bring anything to build, I'm going to give you a job. So I have a job.
I need
for
one
him
of those.
to do.
I do need one of those.
Yeah, actually, you are looking.
I am looking for a
if
job.
anyone's looking to hire, Aaron is. This is an advertisement for Aaron's skills right now.
I have worked in film and Lego conventions extensively. So if you want to hire me for something,
hire Aaron Crumbley.
in
That should
front
be
or
a
behind the
website.
camera, it doesn't matter. Or board games.
www.com, hire Aaron Crumbley.
I need a website at this point. It's like, how ADHD can a person be and have
Portfolio.
17 jobs?
So we'll get to that later on, but he's basically going to be sorting some parts for me. So
Yeah, I get to use
a big
my...
thank you. That maybe you just build incredibly slowly, like one piece every 10 minutes.
I can
and-
do that.
I mean,
I
you
can
stretch
trickle.
this out.
I can put a
I
mental
will-
choke on myself and have it just slowly come out like
Speaking of the
molasses.
DV, it's just like Zootopia, the sloth from
Oh yeah,
Zootopia,
that's me sometimes.
But yeah, James said, or let's see, brother. I've listened to way too much Dave Ramsey while animating. Hearing other people's terrible life choices makes me feel better about my life. Yes.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
That's I've not listened to a lot of Dave Ramsey, but I know the techniques, and I will say I used to be a lot better about budgeting and tracking my finances than I am nowadays. But I use the Dave Ramsey, not the Dave Ramsey app. I think it's made by people adjacent to Dave Ramsey, but I use YNAB. Have you ever heard of YNAB?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's $100 a month, or not a month, a year.
$100 a year.
Yeah, I
but
paid
it's-
for it and never used it.
Okay,
So
see,
it
they
was
got you.
Well,
They got you. It is useful if you use it, but I definitely I need to use it more than I do. But when I was using it, I was able to go on some vacations. Like it helps you, Arc 170 build. Yes, we're building Arc 170. We've got our first minifigure, by the way. Here, I'm gonna show them off. Here is, what is this? Is this a named pilot? I don't know. One of these guys has a name, but he's just a clone pilot. I think these really look good. I like the new helmets. I like the printing. I know a lot of people are upset that this doesn't have dual molded legs, but to me, when he's sitting down, like you can't tell, what his legs look like when he's sitting down in a cockpit, which is how most of these figures are going to be. So, what do you think about that? You're a clone guy, so you can give me your clone, your best clone.
I like the helmet
here.
a lot. I like the detailing in the helmet a lot.
And then we have the real reason that I purchased this set. One of them is the droid. This is...
Do you have that one yet?
I
Yeah,
don't.
you
This came out in the...
Oh, it came out afterwards.
It's a brand new one, yeah.
So okay, so you got to stay on top of the roll now.
I know,
you already have all the astromechs, so now
I'm
gotta-
forced. My
have
hands
to.
are bound now to buying every Star Wars set that comes out with an astromech. But
That's
he
your
looks
Lego
good.
identity.
Yeah, that's
okay,
my
okay, cool.
That's my entire personality is Lego.
Yeah,
droids
stop
now.
motion, not at all. No, not an
no,
awesome
no.
streamer, not an awesome person. You are the astromech guy.
Oh, that makes
Forever.
me feel- Yeah,
So.
yeah. Forget about being an awesome
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Just curious what mics you guys are using. They sound great. Thank you. That's good to hear. I'm glad that they sound good because I can't really hear how it sounds on the other end. We're using, what are these? The Shure, I think these are like the SM7Bs. I think that's what they are. So they're your basic live streaming mics. I really like them though. I use this mic for my like my shorts and my YouTube stuff. All the little Instagram shorts that I do, I record the audio on these. So yeah. I hope when $1,000 Death Star comes with an astromech droids, and then you have to call Dave Ramsey and explain yourself. Have you heard about the Death Star rumors? Have you heard about this?
About breaking the $1,000 barrier?
There's a rumored Death Star that's going to be cost over $1,000. A Lego Death Star. It's going to be the most expensive Lego Star Wars set of all time, which we have no confirmation. That's just a rumor. But yeah.
Did he really?
He told someone to return the $850 Falcon a few days ago. Was it already built?
Can you return it? I don't think
you can return it.
Oh no, James Nunnally, are you still in the chat? Can
James could probably
He's
talk
a Lego
about
expert.
Return set people trying to return sets at the store because he used to work at the store.
No, I've heard stories of people taking the minifigs out and trying to return it to the Lego store and being like, "Oh yeah, we're just returning it. We definitely didn't reseal it or anything. Like, I hope you don't look at the edges that has double sticky tape."
People will do that now. Actually, they will reseal the bags. So I know Rich Boy J did a video. He's another Lego YouTuber. He did a video trying to find. It was the Imperial transport ship, and it comes with a yellow stormtrooper. And people were going into Walmart, cutting open the boxes, opening the bags, reheat sealing them without the figure in it, resealing the box, all of it
in a Walmart
aisle.
Are they doing like a portable hair dryer or
something?
Hair
I don't know. They must have
straightener
had a whole operation, but
dang, dude,
people go to crazy lengths for that. So just for the figure.
Crazy.
That's gonna be me with the Death Star and the astromech.
Don't say that. He didn't mean it, Lego.
He didn't mean it. It's a joke.
He didn't mean it. This is for entertainment purposes only.
No, yeah, it's for entertainment only. I'm not gonna do it. That's for legal reasons. That's a joke. There's technically a 10% restocking fee. Oh, okay, interesting. It's got to be so good to justify the price. Yeah. So I have never owned a giant Lego Death Star, but
I've always wanted to.
Have you? Would you get it? Would you spend $1,000 on Lego sets?
So I'm an extremist.
Okay.
Not religious or political, for the record.
Whoa, for legal reasons, that was a joke. This stream is getting demonetized immediately.
When I get really passionate or really into something, I just go all in, whether it makes financial sense or not.
Yes.
Sorry, Dave. So I see a world at which I'm back inside the Star Wars swing, very hard. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. Yeah. I'm dropping it. It's going in the corner.
Slope.
What now?
It's a slippery slope to get into anything.
It is a slippery slope.
Let's talk about slippery slopes because you've been slipping into the world of Pokemon lately.
I've always been
Pokemon
there.
Content.
I have been recording some Pokemon content. That is actually true. That is actually true for fun.
How are you enjoying the world of Pokemon lately? Because you're big into the cards.
I've had the cards. Let me preface it by saying I've had the cards since childhood. So they're nostalgic, and obviously 2020 brought a lot of attention back to Pokemon and Pokemon cards. And the demand was so high, people started realizing, oh, well, the prices artificially jumped, right? Yeah. And so people are going, like, losing their minds over Pokemon cards. Well, that hype is back. If you're not paying attention to Pokemon, or Pokemon cards specifically right now, the hype is insane. I've never seen a product fly off the shelves as fast, nor have I ever seen a lack of demand or the lack of supply for any product ever.
I've seen some crazy videos where people are trying to they're
Pokemon cards are so expensive nowadays. Yes, they are. Some people view them as investment pieces, like stocks, right? Individual cards being stocks, and they go up and down based off demand, blah, blah, blah. But some people think long term, so they'll just go buy a bunch of boxes, never open them, keep them sealed. I mean, I know Lego users that do the same thing. They'll go buy a Lego set.
It's an investment.
It's an investment. They're sitting on it. They say they're going to sell it and, give it 20 years and see where it's at. But most people they're mixing their hobbies and their investments where it's like, oh, I like this thing. I'm going to put money into this thing. Yeah, I'm going to get my money back, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It's probably going to sit on your shelf. And then one day you're going to, go home and have a stressful day at work. You're like, I don't care. I'm ripping this box open today. I don't care if it's been 15 years and it's appreciated $10,000.
When the life hits you so hard, you're going to crack open that valuable set, that pack you've been waiting for. Annie said, I really needed to not get into Pokemon cards. I started playing the new TCG app, and it's got me itching to rip some packs.
Bro, that's where it starts. That's where it starts. That's where it started for me. Don't do it.
I've seen videos of the app, and they make it really like
Dude.
the effects, the sound effects when they tear the packs open.
Yeah.
So,
And
What's
if you
up,
tear a
Over the
pack
Moon is
open,
here. Bandit is back. I'm currently building Ahsoka's duel on Peridia right now. Very nice, very nice. Good to see you back. Sorry, what were you saying?
oh no, I'm just saying that's how it starts. It's like the Pokemon Pocket app is fun because
Yeah.
it is digital Pokemon cards, and like who doesn't want them? And they're free. Like it's a free pack every time you open the game. Just about.
They're free.
Yeah, it's free. Like you can pay to open up more, but
Sorry, Ross.
don't
Ross is going to download it right now.
you don't need to do that. But it's also so no one knows how to play the Pokemon card game. Like even from childhood, I did not know. I just turned 32. Never really knew.
Hey, we're the same age.
Pocket
I didn't know we're the
for
same.
now.
For now. Happy belated birthday. When was your birthday?
Thank you. The 14th January.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn.
Nice.
Pokemon cards, no one knew really how to play because we were all just ADHD kids. Like, ooh, shiny, call it a day. The Pocket app, they have an actual trading card game app that is the full card game.
Playing
card game. The Pokemon Pocket that just came out is not that. It is a light version of that, but it helps you understand the game on basic fundamentals. It's pretty simple and straightforward. But if you use the Celebi deck out there, I do not like you. Celebi's making everyone mad right now.
James is outing your social security number right now in the chat.
My blood type.
This has been going great already. We've got, Pokemon, extremism, like all kinds of things in the Stripe stream.
I'm hyped up on Mountain Dew.
Ross said I just learned how to play it yesterday for the first time thanks to the app. See, I probably would have gotten more into the cards. I did have some as a kid, but I never collected like all of them. But I just had, it was the craze. Like everybody and their friends were into it, and my parents also were super conservative, and so they were very much against Pokemon. The idea of evolution, it was not allowed in the house, and I don't think they fully understood Pokemon. But then I asked my dad recently. I was like, "Hey, do you remember how we weren't allowed to play Pokemon when we were growing up?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's because it was too expensive." I was like, I mean, that's probably true, but
and Lego's not.
I mean, Lego. I don't think he realized how expensive my life was gonna turn into with a Lego hobby as a kid. But I was very much into the Pokemon. I still am very much into the Pokemon games, which you play the games too, right?
Yeah, I actually haven't played Scarlet and Violet.
Neither have I. I have not played that one.
I think I held off. I think a lot of things for me comes in phases. Like, I'm really into this phase. I do this and stuff. But the phases that come back over and over and over, Pokemon's one of those for me. So it's not like I'm always in Pokemon mode. Like, oh yeah, Pokemon. It's not like that. It's just right now I very much am, and it feels good to be back.
This is the typical ADHD hyperfixation of the month. So. Yeah. I always come back to Pokemon too. I love how this is a Star Wars stream, and we just have. Who cares? We're going to talk about Pokemon tonight. They were the devil, said James. No one shoots electricity out of their cheeks without dark power. Yes. No, nothing bad against my parents. I love my parents. They did a great job raising us, but I was jealous of all the other kids with their Pokemon stuff. I got into it later in life, and have since gone back and played a crazy amount of the games, and a whole lot of the Pokemon experiences that I didn't get to have growing up. So, but yeah, I really enjoy it. But yeah, what else have you been up to lately? What are you watching? What are you excited about? What's going on in the world of Aaron Crumbley here?
Gosh, dude. Other than looking for a job, I moved. So it was New Year's. I moved, then had a birthday, and then just went on a post-work retreat.
Yep, nice.
Technically.
Nice. With the same people that you used to work with.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had a great time up in Pigeon Forge.
Didn't burn any bridges, I see on your way.
Somehow no bridges were burned.
Yeah.
Isn't
that great?
Yeah, no, I mean it was a great time. It was a great time. It was half work, half play.
Yep.
And it snowed up there, and then came back here, and it's snowing now, and it's been crazy for those that don't know.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, bye, James. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. For those who don't know, here in Atlanta, it's been wild lately. So we got snow yesterday, and it was, for most places that get snow, not that bad. But here, where it's just it was an emergency. There was like, national alert or, statewide alert going, don't drive, don't go outside. People were slipping all over the roads. There's some really funny compilations of people slipping and sliding everywhere. Thankfully, like, doesn't seem like a lot of people got hurt or anything, but it was pretty crazy. I saw it myself, so I texted you about this. But I was at the gym when the snow was starting to come down, and I was on my way home, and I was like, there's nothing I can do about it. I've been at the gym for like an hour, everyone's still out and about. There were a lot of cars on the road, and I'm driving home, and this lady is trying to help her friend who's spun off and is stuck in the side, like in the right-hand lane of this downhill slope, and she pulls up next to her friend's car to help her, but she decides to stop in the left-hand lane without moving on a downhill slope.
Yeah.
And there's all these cars, everyone's driving like 10 miles an hour, but on the slope I'm sliding, I'm going towards her. I had to swerve off onto a median and like into oncoming traffic to avoid hitting her because I couldn't stop. I'm like on the brakes, and she just decided to stop her car in the middle of the road, and I was very frustrated about it. And so she finally, like, I don't think she even saw it happen, but she pulled around to help her friend, and she's on the side of the road, and I drove past her, and I rolled down my window, and I rarely do this. I would say I'm a very calm and cool person on the roads. I am not one to road rage. I don't yell at people, but I just kind of strongly told her, don't stop in the middle of the road. And she was not having it. So it was crazy though. I got home like 30 minutes later. It was a long drive just to get a couple miles, but everyone was being really careful. There was a lot of cars on the sides pulling over and everything. So
I'm only laughing because it's relatable, because it's Atlanta drivers.
Yeah.
And it's not because I think his life being in danger is funny, but that sounds exactly like an Atlanta driver.
Yeah.
So
Annie said about to try to convince Emily to go to McDonald's to get Pokemon cards in the kids meal. Nice. See,
watching you guys.
I saw the advertisement. I would actually probably be doing this myself if I wasn't doing this tonight, because I saw those just came out recently, right? Like
a few days ago or
a couple days ago.
I remember seeing the date and then it passed me. I was like, I'll get around to it.
Have you been? Are you gonna get?
I thought about doing it on the way over here, but then
we should go after this.
We could. I got to go pick up some Pokemon shirts from that Facebook market seller who has a son that loves Lego, who might be watching this.
If you're watching this, hello and welcome to the stream. Yeah.
But no, here's my take on the McDonald's cards. I think people that are newish to Pokemon collecting or newish to getting back into Pokemon because they're there for the money, they're trying to go there and like scalp and like resell McDonald's cards, which has never been proven to like get more valuable over time. So if you're only going there for the investment, don't be a finance bro. Don't do it. Just go there because you actually want to just collect the cards for fun. They're never going to be worth anything. It's fine.
Cards, yeah.
What's up?
I think most people just want cool cards.
Yeah, and also if most people are learning to play Pocket, right? Pokemon Pocket, and then learning to actually play the game. They're like, oh, well, this is actually fun. Why didn't I play this earlier? And I wish that I would have learned earlier. I like card games. I play Magic the Gathering, which is like that on a lot of cans of Monster. I mean, that's the most dynamic card game ever made.
Yeah.
I also like board games a lot, which makes me sound really smart. But I just learn by being repetitive. So I wouldn't say that it's an intelligence thing. It's really, I just do it over and over again until I figure it out.
She said no Pokemon cards for Ross tonight.
Please.
I will say, here's my question about the Pokemon cards at McDonald's. So when I was growing up, I was a big fan of collecting Happy Meal toys, whether it was Burger King, McDonald's, doesn't matter. I had a whole collection of I think it was McDonald's did the Beanie Babies from like Happy Meals. It was like the little characters, but like all kinds of franchises, Sonic, the little video games you could play, like, all that kind of stuff I was really into. And so my family had it down to a system. I'm curious how it works nowadays though. You can go, and if you don't get the Happy Meal toy you want, you can usually, if you're nice about it, go up to the people inside and trade it for the one you want if you don't have it opened. So I'm sure the cards are probably closed for surprise factor, right?
Yeah, but they're actually made of paper. I've been consuming a stupid amount of content, not having a job right now, which is me outing myself, but it's true.
Somebody hire this guy.
Please hire me. I'm begging you. I haven't even let the world know. This is the first time I've let the public know that I do not have a job and am looking for a job. I'm in Atlanta, by the way.
Who needs a resume? Just come on the live stream.
Yeah, just hang out. Call me.
Each bullet point.
The Pokemon packs at McDonald's are made of paper. So if an employee decides to get a flashlight, even on their phone, they can literally put it against the paper and pull it back, and you can see the name of the card in the pack. And like there's some bad managers out there for McDonald's that are actually selling those toys on the black market on the secondary market before they ever make it to the promo.
That's wild.
But it really doesn't affect much because they're never going to be. Here's the thing about Pokemon cards for the most part. Mm-hmm. Most modern cards are printed to death. You getting your money out of them long term is going to be like, it's very rare, right? Like certain cards are only printed so much, blah, blah, blah. And those are the ones you should probably focus on instead of actually buying. Mm-hmm. It's the lottery. It's gambling. It's glorified gambling at its core. And that's why it's fun.
What's up, Fazoom? Hello from snowy Charleston. How's it going?
Because of scalpers.
Good to see you. I'm excited to see Chris in Atlanta here very soon. So looking forward to seeing you. It's going to be a good show. We've got Atlanta BrickCon on the horizon here, which is the big show here. It's kind of the kickoff of the LEGO conventions of the year. So
you're going to be there?
What's that?
You're going to be there?
I'm going to be there. Yeah. I'm going to be there. I will be displaying. I'm not thinking about displaying anything crazy new because the show is very close and I've already got a lot of building to do. I'm going to be displaying with the Neo Atlanta setup there, which is the big cyberpunk follow-up to New Hashima, the big cyberpunk city build that's been in a bunch of shows. If you're not familiar, you should check it out. But very excited to be a part of that. But I've got a lot of building left to do on my cubes, so I've got to work on that over the next few weeks. But are you gonna show up? You think? Are you gonna be there?
Speaking of jobs, my friend is an agent for voice actors, and I used to work in film and you do casting.
Yeah.
And she is potentially trying to get me hooked up as an agent for voice actors.
No way.
So Collecticon is happening the exact same weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't realize that until literally like 2 days ago. And I felt really stupid when I realized they were on the same weekend. So if she's talking about potentially being free to train me to how to be an agent and handler for voice actors at big shows. And Collecticon is about Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic cards, anything collectible. Trying to get some Lego stuff in there. I would like to. So the plan right now is to go to Collecticon instead, even though it's breaking my heart because I have my friends at the Lego show.
That does.
And
that
Atlanta
does make
I
me
know,
sad.
dude. I didn't get to go last year either because I was at another Lego
You're
show.
gonna be busy the whole weekend then?
Yes, but I don't even know if I should say. But
we're locking in the plans for this whole weekend right now.
Well,
live.
the voice actor that I would be handling for is famous, and he is from Pokemon.
Oh,
so
cool.
And he's from the OG Pokemon.
Okay,
like
you
from
can't say
97, 98, 99. So it's like, I feel like I kind of got to do it.
That's a cool opportunity.
I kind of got to do it. So
yeah.
I won't give the name, but if you're Collecticon, I'm sure you can figure it out.
Cool.
So, but it might not go through. And if it doesn't go through, then of course I want to hang out with my friends.
Yeah, just use us as a backup, right?
I hate having to decide. A lot lately I've had to decide between working and friends, and I don't like it.
No.
I realized I'm not a fan of that decision. I would rather than just be together. Let me just work with my friends and call it a day.
Yep.
So,
Chris said, my new Atlanta Waffle House is ready. I'm so excited to see that in person. The Waffle House, it permeates every aspect of the South, so it's perfect that it's in Neo Atlanta.
yeah.
Kevin asked Aaron, what are your film skills and experience? Doubt I have anything for you being on the other side of the country, but tell us anyway. What are your film skills? What's your resume look like here?
Theater kid, movie extra, stand-in, went to extras casting, started hiring background actors for Tyler Perry, which was a crazy job. I did that for a year and a half, and then got into locations. And so one of my good buddies is a location manager. And the last movie I worked on before I got into the Lego industry was a Comedy Central movie called Office Party. It was like, okay. It was like, okay, but it was super fun to work on. It was a small film, and it was down at Trilith Studios, which is owned by the owner of Chick-fil-A. I don't know if you guys know this, but Chick-fil-A is getting into film majorly, and they have been for some time. And they actually bought the old Marvel Studios down in Atlanta. It was Pinewood Studios. Chick-fil-A now owns it. Truett Cathy. I shouldn't say the company owns it. The founder, Truett Cathy, owns Trilith Studios and all the property and land down there. And he made a neighborhood essentially specifically for film people, which is crazy. But we actually got to film a movie in the film neighborhood. That's cool. Which was cool. First movie to do that. And yeah, I had a great time. Cool. Worked on awesome shows. And so yeah, that's my
I find it really funny that both of us have like this experience in the film industry, but we never crossed paths with each other when we were both working in the film industry. And it's only thanks to Lego that now we've realized, oh yeah,
that's true.
We both worked in the Atlanta film industry. So
Lego has been a part of my life. I know I've been talking about a lot of other things. Lego's been a part of my life since the beginning. Rock Raiders was my first set, and I loved Rock Raiders. The video game had me hooked. I mean, me and Joel still play. Speaking of, he's in the comment section. He says, "Is Aaron fatter than last time?" And the answer to that is probably.
This is your brother.
My brother Joel, who is a film editor. So shout out to Joel for being awesome. He's also did theater with me growing up. He used to work at Cartoon Network actually as an editor. So if you need editing work,
we got to say hello to James Clark in here. Star Wars. What's up, James Clark? And Gene is here lurking.
What's up, Gene?
How's it going? Looking forward to seeing you in Atlanta. Yeah, it's crazy to me that like, like thinking about everything that's happened in the Atlanta film industry too. Like it's a pretty small world, like a lot of people that I know too. And like just seeing like, oh, your mutuals, like everybody knows each other. And it's like very interesting to me too, because it's kind of hard for some people to grasp, like thinking about work in the film industry, but it's really just based on who you know. Like that's the entire way you get work, at least for me, was like meeting friends, making connections. And when I was really active, like doing camera work, it was like, I would get a call the night before, hey, are you free to work on this shoot for the next 3 weeks? We need a camera guy, or we need a third AC or something like this. And, and it's like, but it's based on like the relationships you build. And I think for me, that's really translated. I'm sure it has for you too, like the importance of connections and knowing people and having a lot of, people that you're, who know who you are and like you want to work with, that know, your abilities and like what you're about. Like, I think that for me is the biggest thing I took from the film industry, was just that, hey, networking is great. Networking is super valuable.
It is. It is. And funny enough, when I was doing casting for Tyler Perry, bringing in all the movie extras, funny enough, a lot of those movie extras started to become crew over time. And that's what happened to me too. It's like,
Wasn't Gracie an extra too? Like that.
So Gracie's dad was my Spanish teacher in high school, and he's actually has 500,000 followers on YouTube. Shout out to Dr. Evans. And I did some movie. I was a zombie in The Walking Dead, like Gracie, right? But I was a few seasons ahead of her. And I remember her dad reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I saw you were a zombie on The Walking Dead. How do we do that?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, just go to ECA on Facebook and Extras Casting Atlanta. You submit pictures of your face and body against a wall, and put your height, weight, shoe size, shirt size, all the sizes, and say you're available the days they need you, and they'll hit you up." And
that's cool.
I mean, I don't think when I first told them that they got booked that time, but then I think Gracie even explained later on that she kept up with it and then eventually got it.
Yeah.
And they loved Gracie so much that she got to be part of the crew and being a stand-in.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what a stand-in is, it's the best position in film, hands down. Not for pay, but just the work that you get to do and everything you get to do. A stand-in is you look enough like the actor to stand in front of the camera so that the lighting team and the camera team and the sound team can all practice their bits.
You're just standing there.
You're just standing there for the most part, and then they'll like maybe say a line or do whatever, and so you're practicing for the team essentially. So then when the first team or the actors come out of their trailer to come do the shot, the camera team has done their rehearsal, the sound team has done their rehearsal, the lighting team has done their rehearsal. So you want to look enough like it's really more about hair color and skin tone than it is about facial features, If you guys are Disney Channel fans and if you're in your 30s like myself and you remember Zach and Cody, I stood in for Cole Sprouse.
No way.
And I don't look anything like Cole Sprouse. I'm not the same height as Cole Sprouse. I have an auburn beard and brown hair. I do not look like Cole Sprouse.
Did you have it when you stood in?
Yeah, dude.
You looked like...
My beard was bigger. So and he came in clean shaven and blonde. And I'm like, how am I his stand-in right now?
That's hilarious.
But the scene was like in a bathroom, and I can't remember the movie it was. And pardon me, I don't remember a lot. ADHD, memory.
Yeah.
But I was there, and I was like,
cool.
I didn't even get to say hey to him. I mean, he was just kind of there.
Speaking of Disney Channel, we have to...
I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this.
Okay. I have to... Everyone, if you're lurking and listening, this is an amazing story. And I want to put Aaron on the spotlight here on this because I didn't know this story about you until like a few months ago whenever you posted about it. So I'm just going to let you tell it because here's the hook, though. It involves a little crush and a certain star named Selena Gomez. Tell us about your experience with Selena Gomez here. And please, this is such a good story. You guys have to hear this.
I was not, I'm going to be honest, I talk a lot and was not expecting to bring this story up. But I'm glad.
I was neither, but we're on the topic.
We're on the topic. Selena. We're talking about Disney Channel stars. I will go for it. A long time ago, I was a high schooler and I was a senior in high school. And it was 2011. It was January. Actually, it was about I think the 11th or something. Okay. So not too many days ago. But yeah, I was a high schooler and I got snowed in, snowpocalypse of 2011. And I had a dream about Selena Gomez. Whoop-de-doo. I had a big crush on her. She was my celebrity crush. And I had a dream of her at a buddy's house. What'd you say?
It was foretold.
It was foretold. It was a prophecy.
Foretold, the prophecy in the dream.
I made a video about the dream that I had. This is my intro to internet presence, I think, or YouTube presence. And it wasn't a good video. Like, the dream is not super exciting. It was just me being still euphoric from dreaming about my dream girl and being off school for snow day. Yeah, snow day. It's not a great video. The video is just called I Had a Dream of Selena Gomez. That's it. Very original. Anyway, made the video, and I was like, dude, what if she sees it? I'm like, nah, YouTube's a really big place. Selena Gomez is never going to see this video. Like, that's silly. Well, 2 weeks go by, and I come home from school, and I get on the computer, on my parents' work computer, to get on Facebook, and someone wrote on my wall, back when that was a thing, hey, you need to go check out Twitter because Selena Gomez just tweeted your video. And I about had an aneurysm right then and there.
Just on the spot.
Just reading it, like my brain just started oh God, what's about to happen? I was got to vomit instantly. So I go over to Twitter and I have 500 notifications and it keeps growing. It just keeps popping up. And I'm like, what happened? Because I didn't know. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't thinking about it. It just was. And she had seen my video on YouTube and posted it on Twitter and made a little comment about the video. Essentially had in the dream, she was going through all the boys in my school saying yes or no if they're good enough to be with her, essentially.
And she said yes to you.
And she said yes to me. That's
yep.
You don't have to watch the video now. You know the video now. So she's
I want to watch the video.
She on the tweet, she was like, I would never do this. And haha, or something like that. And my mind was blown. So Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber follow me on Twitter. Now, this is January of 2011, and it was right before they got together. Right before they got together. And so I'm single, and I know Selena's single, and I'm deeply, deeply in love with this woman. And
one usually is.
I'm having like the most joy that one could have about their celebrity crush. I mean, it's everyone's dream to meet their celebrity crush, and mine is tweeting a video that I made, follows me, and then her soon-to-be boyfriend follows me, who's the biggest star in the world, Justin Bieber.
That's crazy.
Later on, Ariana Grande and Jeanette McCurdy also followed me.
No way.
For no reason, and Ariana Grande's Twitter doesn't exist anymore. She had apparently deleted it because I checked, and I was like, where'd it go? But I never got it. I don't think, maybe I got a screenshot back on my old computer for proof.
I need to start this. To interject. I feel like this is a story about how taking risks. Like, if I had a dream about Selena Gomez, I don't know if I would have told anybody. But you posted a video, and you like, and this happened. Like,
yeah.
And then, but it
gets more. There's more to the story.
Sorry. Yeah. Keep going.
So I go to school. People are freaking out. The teachers, every time I go to class, the teachers are like, well, we got a celebrity here. Let's watch Aaron's video without asking me for permission. My church did a skit about it. My church we went to summer camp that year, and my brother dressed up like Selena, and they started playing a Selena Gomez song, and they were like, come to the stage, Aaron Crumbley. And I'm like, what is happening? So it was a big deal. It was fun for everybody. All my friends and church friends involved, they loved it. So I'm freaking out, right? Selena and a bunch of other celebrities are following me for no reason. Like, I'm not a content creator. I'm not funny in that sense. Like, I was just being honest and vulnerable, and all of a sudden, everyone and their mom is following me for no reason. That's a lot of pressure also, by the way, if you're not a content creator, to then feel like, oh, it was hard enough to post in front of your friends in high school, but now you're posting in front of the world.
Yeah.
I started getting articles written about me, like the supposed Aaron Crumbley. I'm like, that's my name. It's not a stage name. All right. All those pages are deleted now because they were like teeny bopper gossip sites.
Okay. Yep.
So anyway, I'm able to DM my celebrity crush. I DM Selena Gomez, like dead serious. And I was like, thank you so much for tweeting my video. I can't believe you found it. I'm famous at school now. Ha ha. How did you find it? And then she responded with, my mom found it, actually. Hope that's not creepy. Ha ha. And I was thinking about it now. It was like, oh, yeah, Selena, like, that's so creepy of you. Wow, I cannot believe you'd stalk me like that. That's like so, like, so cringe, bro. But no, it at the time, I was just so stunned. I think I said something else, and then that would be the end of the story. That would be the end of the story, except she left Disney Channel. It was the end of Wizards of Waverly Place, and she went on a tour, a signing tour at malls, where she was a mall tour. Her new movie, there's a movie she was in that she had just come out with, it was like Stolen Identity, kind of movie. Monte Carlo was the name.
Okay.
And she was coming to Atlanta. She was coming to the Mall of Georgia, which I used to work at. And she was going to sign autographs and do like a big like panel there. And it was just all about her. And there was VIP tickets being given away on the radio station, Star 94.
Yep.
And so all my friends from church, not all, but a lot of my friends from church and a lot of my friends at work were calling in every day to the radio stations to win these VIP meet and greet tickets. I DM her again and was like, hey, I'm going to be there. I don't know if I'm going to win the tickets, but I'm going to be there. And I kid you not, the day before, so that was January when this went down. This is like June. I've graduated high school. I'm high on life. Yep. I'm free from public education. My celebrity crush has tweeted me.
Yeah.
And my friend, I went to 2 proms. I went to my prom, and then like our rival school, our / friend's school, went to their prom. The night before Selena's supposed to come to give her panel talk, my date wins the VIP tickets, and she calls me. He's like, Aaron, I won the tickets. And I thought she was lying. I was like, Haley, please don't do this to me. Please don't mess with me right now. I'm in a very vulnerable place.
Oh my God.
I'm going to cry. Please don't. She goes, no, Aaron, I won the tickets. I won 2 tickets, and I have to choose between my cousin and my sister. And I don't even want to meet Selena. I want to meet Justin Bieber. You can meet Selena. I'll meet Justin. We'll call it a day. And I'm like, Haley, are you serious? She goes, yes.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. So I'm freaking out. So we go the next day. I get my closest female friends from church. I'm like, you guys got to do me up. My brain is gone right now. I am too nervous. I can't think straight. I need you guys to dress me. I will buy whatever clothes I need to. So I wore a Death Cab for Cutie shirt with one of their album covers on top, and we got a blue shirt.
I've seen the pictures. You look spiffy. Like,
I got a blue shirt. The girls did me.
you
The
were-
girls did
you
me
were
up.
done up real nice.
Yeah, they did my hair and everything. So I was done by the best.
Nice.
So that was my
So you
first
go
hair
to
and
the
makeup
mall.
experience. What's up?
You go to the mall.
Go to the mall. We have the tickets. We go in line. We tell the security guards that we have the VIP tickets, and it's one of the stores that's getting renovated, and they just made it like a VIP area. And so I'm in line to meet my celebrity crush. It's Selena Gomez. Massive deal. And my logic is to get into the back of the line, because if I get in the back, that means I'm last, and I hopefully could have more time to talk to her. You know what I mean?
You're not going to feel rushed.
No, I didn't want to feel rushed.
Yeah.
Because everyone else, celebrity panels are always like that way, and I knew that before, even then. But she comes out behind the curtains, and if you've never met or seen your celebrity crush in person, there's a power there in your mind. They just exist. They're just like a god.
They're on a pedestal
in your head, and you don't know how to handle that. But when you see them in person, it goes down a little bit. It goes down to like a super, super intense, like, crush from school. Like, you're walking down the hallways in school and your crush walks by, the one that you're attracted to more than everyone else. It's like it is like that, but like still like a level above that.
Yeah.
So it makes it human. It makes it human. You're not just a figment of my imagination.
You can see her.
I can see. Yeah, I can see you.
Right.
So it's my turn in line. I go to walk up to her. Before I can say a word to Selena Gomez, the celebrity crush of my life, she's like, hey, you're that guy from the YouTube video. And when I say that I died and went to heaven, I mean it. I was on...
That's crazy.
I was past Mars. I was past Pluto, dude. I was so... Like, I started to ascend.
Oh, my gosh. I would, too.
I just started floating instantly. And it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
And you got to talk to her? And
I got to talk to her from what I can remember. I was like, hey, I didn't even plan on anything to say. I was just like, hey, thank you so much for tweeting my video. YouTube wants to do a partnership now, and like it was monetization because I had 75,000 views or 70,000 views at the time. So that back in 2011, that was a lot of views for a video. Anyway,
crazy. That is the funniest thing too is like I didn't know this story until recently, and you reposted or you reshared something about it, and it like that blew up too. It was like this crazy part of the lore about your back. Like that is such a crazy like most people have celebrity crushes and they never meet their celebrity crush, right? Like, and you actually got to meet them and talk to, and not only that, like DM'd her and everything. Like,
yeah,
insane.
it was still surreal. And now she's one of the biggest, like most followed celebrities in
Spare Part
the world.
said this is the craziest story I've ever heard.
yeah, it is crazy, and I don't take it lightly, but the reason you didn't hear about it is because it was my identity for so long. I was like, hi, my name's Aaron, and Selena Gomez knows me. That was my college experience. And then I went to basic training and told the guys, I'm like, no, you're full of crap, blah, blah, blah. They didn't say crap.
Gene, if you want to see the video, I know he's got, you posted a TikTok about this, didn't you? Or
not yet, but I thought about doing it because she just got engaged. Selena Gomez just got engaged, and that's what brought all this back. That's why he even knows about it, because I just was something that happened in my past, and super cool. But you gotta talk about this again at some point, because I think a lot of people would get a kick out of it. You know what? I used to be afraid of doing it just out of vanity, like, oh, I get to talk about myself again. But I talk a lot anyway, especially when I'm on caffeine.
This is why I like having you on, right? Like, look at the progress I've made while Aaron told this story.
Look at the Death Star progress I've made.
But yeah, no, that's such a crazy thing. I will say I've never met any celebrity crush that I had, but I used to have.
Not yet.
Well. I'll say this. I didn't meet her, but I did used to have a big crush on Anna Sophia Robb, who was this blonde girl. If you remember, she was in Bridge to Terabithia. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I used to have a big crush on her when I was younger, and I went to New York once on I think it was a college trip, and I saw her. I think I saw her, at least who I like. You know, you have a crush on someone, like you can recognize them and pick them out of a lineup usually. But I saw her in the subway, and she was, you know, it was busy. Everyone was running. I was like, there she is, and then the moment was gone. But yeah, would love to meet my celebrity crushes. You've already done it. You've checked off that box essentially, but.
Yeah.
Gene said that was amazing dinner entertainment. Yes. You should see the pictures of there's a picture that you shared of like you meeting her that was really great.
It's a Getty Images photo.
It's a Getty Images.
I have to pay like $350 to get that photo without
you made it.
The mark.
That's how you know you made it.
I follow that photographer who took it. His name is Chris McKay. He's in his, I think he's late 50s, and he's been doing stuff for Getty for years. And
nice.
After the conference, after I got to meet him, and he told me to follow him, and you know, if I ever need him for services, and I've been keeping up with him for a while now, actually. So, yeah. Who
he
knew?
made it on Getty. He's it's iconic. Yeah, I can only aspire. See, you've come on my live stream. This is the thing. I can only aspire to achieve the greatness that you've achieved in your life at this point. You know.
I'm sure. Yeah, all that hard work and dedication that got me to meet Selena. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a dream about. I don't even know who my celebrity crush is now. I'm gonna have a dream. I'm gonna try the same tactic and let you know how it works. I'm gonna see if it works in 2025.
It's crazy because as a celebrity, like I've met a lot of celebrities from then, like since then, but not because of working in film and just casually, right? I'm not gonna name drop, but it's cool. It's cool, but like they're people and they're fine.
Yep.
Like everybody's a personal thing, so it's like if somebody's out there like openly, publicly saying they had a dream about you. And as the mom, in Selena's case, the mom is like, I bet this better not be creepy. This better not be creepy. This better be wholesome, or I'm going to like throw hands.
It sounds like it was wholesome.
No, it was. Yeah. It was just a high school, you know, kind of romance thing. Yep. Do you still have her Twitter? What, Selena Gomez, Over the Moon Films? I still follow her. I'm not on Twitter as much. He says name drop Aaron.
I do agree though. I mean, like as someone, I mean, I'm not going to name drop either, but like working in the film industry, you do like I've worked somewhat closely with people who you would recognize, like who have backgrounds. I worked with a good friend of mine, was a child actor on a really popular kids show. Like I know.
Was it Barney? Because that's where Selena started. Barney, and I watched Barney.
Selena. This is not Selena.
Oh, okay.
But like it changes it, you know, like when I first met him, it was like you have this moment of, oh, wait a minute, I know you. I grew up watching you on the show. But the more you get to know people, I think for me working in the film industry, it's like reduced the shine of meeting celebrities. Like I went to Dragon Con and like, you know, they have all the celebrities out for signings and autographs and pictures, which is great. And I get a kick out of walking around and seeing my favorite actors from like different shows. But to me, I would rather have like an authentic experience, like run into him in a bar. And like, you know, I don't really feel nowadays like the pull to like, oh yeah, I'm going to pay $100 for an autograph. You know, I want to like have an actual interaction. So, cause to me, it's you still have that feeling of like, oh, this is the person in that show that I watched, but you also like, oh, you know, these are people too, and we're all just people trying to live our lives and everything. But that is such a cool story though. So hopefully it works out between you two.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that after her and Justin broke up that I'd have a chance. I don't think I messaged her. I think it was like, so long ago.
Zalo said, Aaron, I will love you more than Selena ever could have. I will buy you ETBs and Skyrim decor. Please love me.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that's my love language. Skyrim decor and ETBs right now. Oh my gosh.
Is that a Pokemon thing?
Big ETB. It's Elite Trainer boxes.
Oh, nice.
They're like $49.99, $59.99, depending on what set they're from.
That's the weight, straight
or
weight of your heart. There you go.
Yeah, that's Zalo. Who is Zalo? Who are you? I can't remember.
Someone who knows you.
I know. Hopefully. Like, well, if not, then that's even better. But I'm assuming, based on the bold statement just dropped. I mean, they have to know that I like Skyrim. Have we talked about Skyrim on this?
I don't know.
I don't think we have. Did I say that? I might have. Honestly, who knows? I professional yapper over here.
I did not play Skyrim, but I need to be quiet for a second. I'm applying a sticker on a canopy here, which is always.
Hang
Hang God. This is always difficult. Oh my gosh. I've done it. Wow. Okay.
Golf clap,
All right.
everyone. Golf clap.
Thank you. Thank you. There's some bubbles here, but I'm going to try and push them out. I will say, okay, I really like this set so far. I'm a big fan of the Arc 170 ship in Star Wars, but there's a lot of stickers on this thing. Like, here's the sticker sheet right here on camera if you want to see what it looks like. It's significant. I'm never a fan of, like, having to put the sticker on, like,
You need like a
round
credit
surface.
You
Hmm?
need like a credit card or something to get those
Oh, yeah.
lines like
Yeah.
like a card detailer.
Maybe like the brick separator would help. Like if I can push the. I don't want to scratch the piece. That kind of helps. Anyways, that feeling when you get the sticker perfectly. Yes, exactly. This is one set I've seen a lot of people complain about the sticker quality because the Lego just can't seem to get the. Here I'll zoom in. Like the color of the sticker to match the part, but it looks good so far. Generally, like it's just the windscreen canopy that looks a little bit off. So, but so far so good.
I can talk about celebrities that I don't know well, but I got to see because I don't want to talk about like friendships that I've made because that's weird. For their sakes, but I've seen a lot of people. You know, got to work on. Well, obviously, I was on The Walking Dead, so I got to see like essentially the whole cast, and may or may not have Carl's script from season 3 at my house.
Nice.
Um,
What's up, Aubrey? Good to see you.
oh,
This
Aubrey,
over here,
she's here. Welcome to the party, dude.
who might be joining us next week.
Yeah, let's go.
As well, so tune in next week to see someone in the comment section. You mentioned too, like I don't know if you want to talk about that there as well. The robe. I don't know if that's. Do you want to share that story or? You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, the robe, like how I got it.
Yeah, like who that comes from? Who's worn that?
Oh well, so that's one of the celebrities. Oh, you're talking about the bathrobe.
The
I thought you
bathrobe.
meant the
No,
Jedi
not the
robe.
Jedi robes.
No, so I worked on this Comedy Central movie with Joel McHale. So for those that love Community, he is that show. By the way, super cool human. Got to talk to him for a little bit. Never got like close with him, but it was cool. He's an awesome guy. But I have his bathrobe back here.
It's just sitting here on the floor.
Well, I asked Adam if I was supposed to wear something, so I just brought like some of the stuff I use, like had for skits. So I just brought like my costume stuff. So I have Joel's McHale like dirty bathrobe back over here that he used in in one of the movies. But I didn't realize when I was on set in locations, I just found a bathrobe and threw it on, thinking, oh, one of the actors had left this here in between sets. No, he used it for one of the skits. But he's wearing like.
My first question was like, does it still have his sweat on it? Like,
I mean, it's been since 2022, so
Probably got
it's
some,
probably crystallized.
gosh.
But I just wore it around set with my radio and be like, yeah, switching locations,
Nice.
with my bathrobe on. But he's a super cool guy. I honestly thought he was going to be a jerk. I know that sounds weird to say, but because he's so smart, there seems to be a correlation from my experience with really smart actors being really catty, being very demanding.
And the characters he plays too are also.
And that is what I was worried
too.
about. I was worried that I was worried that he was not method acting, but he just was being himself. Because some actors do that. Some actors, when you see them on screen, are just themselves.
Right.
And you don't know it because they're actors, and that's kind of the purpose. But I've heard actors say that is the best role to have, is roles that you're just being you, because you are so much like the character, which is cool. But Joel McHale is not the case. He can be a smart butt, but he is not. He's not mean about it. He's actually pretty like low key and funny, which is a relief if you're working as a crew member on any movie, especially if you're a PA, a production assistant working with the directors, having to move actors between, the trailers and Crafty and, base camp and all that stuff.
Another perfect sticker placement, by the way.
Sorry, I missed it.
No, you're fine.
I wanted to cheer you on, but I got caught up in Joel McHale's bathrobe.
Look at the margins on the edge of that sticker. I just need to.
That's as tight as driving a trailer in Manhattan, dude. And that's from personal experience.
There we go. Over the Moon said, Adam, you should get Brotherhood Workshop on as a guest, which he responded to. He's on the other side of the country. Next time Kevin is in Atlanta, would love to have him on. I know Kevin has visited Atlanta before in the past for various projects, but yeah, would love to have you on, man, if the opportunity allowed. I was really glad he was also in the droid video as well. Traded away a very cool Chopper minifigure. As well as Gene, who is also here, and Aubrey. We've got a few people here from the droid video. So, but yeah, I was happy to see Kevin at Brick World. Very excited for this year. Kevin, are you coming back to Brick World? I'm curious. It would be cool to see you there again, if the fates allow it. But yeah, it was a great show. Were you there? You were also there. That's where we traded our droids as well. Was at Brick World. So.
Yeah, it was a fever dream.
What was your impression of Chicago and
Brick World Chicago? Oh, dude, it was sick. But I was coming straight from another show.
Oh, that's
like
right.
we drove from Orlando. We did a show in Orlando, wrapped up, woke up the next morning in Orlando, drove straight home. Got home at midnight, woke up at 4 a.m., and then drove to Chicago.
That's crazy.
Drove. We did not fly at this old company I work at. We drive everywhere. So I drove a trailer and the team up there to Chicago. So I was running off very little sleep and exhausted, having no days off. And so it was just one thing to the next. So I felt like I wasn't rested enough to enjoy it as much as I think some other people, especially ticket holders.
Yep.
But I mean, I could complain all day long.
Would you go back as a attendee or just a?
Oh yeah, it was fun. I was actually trying to talk to Mark about doing stuff outside, but he told me, like having a little dance party outside. But he told me that they did that one year and the mosquitoes were so bad, and I was like, dang it, dude. I just want to be outside, having a good time, listening to some music, hanging out with my friends, just dancing, having a proper dance party, but nothing like
at Brick World?
Crazy. I mean, not like clubbing where it's like all like super serious, and it's just let loose with your friends. Like that's all I want. That's all I want to do.
Kevin said he's not coming this year. Wife is pregnant and needs me around to help with the toddler when the nausea hits. Yes.
That's good priorities.
Priorities. Yes. Good priorities. And Spare Parts said, wow, you got that windscreen sticker perfectly. That is impressive. Thank you. I appreciate that acknowledgement of my sticker placement there.
I am notoriously bad with sticker placement. I get so frustrated at myself because I'm like just shaking, and my hand-eye coordination with stickers in Lego I did not get blessed with that gift.
I do the same thing where my hands are pretty steady, right? But when I start to think about my hands, they shake. It's like, why are my hands shaking? I don't have shaky hands, but they're twitching, and it's just, I think it's like, the mental thing of when you don't think about penguins and you're thinking about penguins, so.
It's like that. I think you should leave Skit when he's in VR.
Oh, yep.
So
that is a great show.
Thank you, James Nunnally, even though he's not here anymore.
Alba Builder said, we got a karaoke this year. Yes. Karaoke is definitely happening either at Brick World or in Atlanta. We'll have to talk about Atlanta BrickCon plans, Aubrey, because I would love to get your opinion on fun things that we can do for people. So I am very excited to see everybody for...
Go to MJQ with your models.
Let's do it. We're just on the nightclub dance floor.
But everyone has to bring a ship so that they dance and they can
they can swoosh it around.
Yeah, they can swoosh around the dance floor. I think that's the only appropriate way to do it.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Atlanta. I feel like I don't know. This year, I'm really excited to just see everybody, and I definitely am more excited this year too because I might be moving later this year, or staying in Atlanta but moving to a different house, and so I'm just excited to take advantage of the fact that Atlanta BrickCon is literally less than 10 minutes down the road from my house. So I'm very excited for just seeing people and getting a great kickoff to the community con season of things. I don't really know what other shows I'm going to be going to this year though. So I know Bricks Cascade is one that I was thinking about in Portland.
Portland, yeah, never got to go out there.
One. I went to one of those with Bricker Builds back in the day. It's a really good show.
Was that the Oregon show?
That was the Oregon show. Yep.
Okay.
Very good show. It is a very community-focused show and a lot of fun. I have never been like as a exhibitor before, so I would like to exhibit something there. But I'm very nervous about flying with Lego. That's something I haven't done either. So I don't know, what that experience would be like.
I know Bricker shipped a bunch of models there and back.
Yep.
And that they're still some are broken, some are not.
Yep.
So
that was a whole thing.
Just, if you're going to ship it, spend the extra money to really safeguard your builds. Obviously Bricker, they have to use acetone and bond the models, and I don't recommend it for the average user because that usually doesn't fit inside the mold of Lego users.
What's up, Joel's Bricks? Welcome to the stream.
Yo, what's up, Joel's Bricks?
Let's see. Jean said she always wanted to go to Cascades. Cascades is great. Cascades, honestly, the one Cascades that I've been to was really fun. Aubrey said, Adam, are you displaying any builds at ABC? Yes. I am going to be bringing my my aquarium as it is right now. It's incomplete. I'm going to hopefully add some more modules later this year, but I'm going to be adding, for the show, I'm bringing the stingrays, the otters, and the penguins kind of as normal. I think that's a really something I'd love to have at every convention I go to. It's kind of a very easy thing for me to set up and bring now. But I also am going to be bringing my my boneless peely from the Fortnite video I did recently. So excited to show that one off. I am going to be displaying the cubes with New Hashima with the New Atlanta build. I still need to finish those. I saw Aubrey's progress, and her progress looks really good. She's also putting a cube in for the collab. But besides that, I have a video idea for some smaller mocks that I want to do. So I'm hoping that I can, in the next 3 weeks, maybe whip something up, but I'm not, 100% sure yet.
Can you give any teases of what it might be?
I mean, I can talk about it.
No promises,
no
but
promises.
What, can you give us a little something to go off of?
It's some Star Wars builds from Episode 1.
Okay, my brain's...
You can probably imagine. I think I've talked about this video idea in the past.
You might have, but forgive me for forgetting.
Oh, you're fine.
Man.
It's something that I'm going to be doing regardless of the video, though. So I'm planning on it.
Dex's Diner's in Episode 2, right?
Episode 1.
No. I know Episode 1, but Dex's Diner is Episode 2, right?
Dex's Diner is Episode 2.
Yeah, I know. Now I know you love Dex's Diner, and you know what?
I do love Dex's Diner.
I have started seeing it in Lego forums and Reddit. People have been wanting Dex's Diner, and now I'm on board. I'm like, as soon as you said it, I was like, duh.
Dex's Diner in Lego would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you do that. That's what I hope you do. But
mini scale Mos Espa Arena to go with the set that came out last year. Hey, Kevin remembers. I'm going to be doing some pod racers, so that's going to be eventual. I don't know when I'm going to finish, if I'm going to finish them all before this upcoming show or not, but I'm going to be doing some pod racer builds, so we'll see if I can whip them up. If not, it'll be at the next show, but I'll also be at Brickworld. I need to come up with my my Brickworld builds as well.
Did they have a theme this year?
For Brickworld?
Yeah, like Smash Bros was kind of one of the things they did last year.
Well, Smash Bros was a collab that was put on by people attending.
Oh right.
But they I think they do have a theme every year for the show. I don't know what this year's is though.
Any idea on collabs or potential collabs?
So Neo Atlanta is going to be in at Chicago for Brickworld. So that one's returning, and it will be a little bit different because they're going to have more people involved displaying for that big New Hashima setup. But besides that, I'm not really in any collabs for Brickworld this year, so I'm gonna have my own setup there. Would love to see more people from Peachlug, there to, do like another. A couple years ago, a couple people from Peachlug, we were there and we had like a table set up just for people from Atlanta, and that was a lot of fun. So I would love to see that happen again, but yeah. very excited about this year and all the opportunities out there. I got a lot of building to do though, so I definitely like. It's hard for me to juggle my building with content creation. Like I go into either I'm going to be filming a video or I'm going to be building. Like those are two separate creative spaces for my brain to occupy. So like it's hard to do both at the same time. So like right now I'm in very much like I want to make videos. I've got shorts that are coming out like later this week. I've got like all this random stuff, but I need to get into a con crunch build mode for a couple weeks. I'm trying to force my brain into that. So we'll see. I'll be fine. I've told Meredith, who's heading up Neo Atlanta, I was like, no matter what, you're gonna have builds for me there. So I will have them there. So they will be done. And but I've got a lot of work ahead of me. So.
These instructions are in black and white, and they're showing a stud, and I have a yellow stud, a red stud, and a silver stud.
We showed this earlier. Let's show it again. You're building a Star Wars set in black and white.
Not my finest move, but it was $25, and it was in the moment. Okay.
That's great.
So, but it looked cool. It looked cool. I wanted it as an ornament.
Aubrey said, I think Brickworld last year's theme was adventure or something like that. Yeah. So I don't know what we should look up what the theme is for this year. I don't think they really take the theming as a huge part of the submissions or anything for that con, but I will be actually. This is something I haven't talked about. I will be judging as part of the Brick Film animation, the Brick Film Festival there this year, which I did not do last year. I was, on a panel with Kevin at Brickworld, and that was a lot of fun. But this year I'm going to be a judge, so very excited about that.
When James Nunnally got your autograph,
we
put it on eBay, and then everyone started bidding of it like crazy. We
gotta tell that story. Okay,
that was so funny.
So
dude.
I did this animation panel, and James Nunnally, my friend, comes up and at the end of the panel, excitedly gets my autograph, and then immediately turns around and puts it on eBay. And for some reason, people actually started bidding on it. And how much did it go for? It was like $150, right?
Yeah, it was getting up there.
It was
getting up there.
And then somebody bidded way too much for it, and then it kind of ruined the joke. But yeah, that was really funny.
It wasn't me, okay.
I know.
It wasn't me. I didn't have that kind of money.
But that was really funny. It's con crunch time. It is. I gotta get in the con crunch spirit. But yeah.
Yeah, BrickCon was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. It was super cool.
I'm very excited. I'm probably going to be talking about Atlanta BrickCon on all these streams for the next few weeks. Because
you should.
It's just the big thing. If you are in Atlanta or in the southeast of the United States, come to Atlanta BrickCon because it is a good time. It is, like I said, the kickoff for LEGO conventions everywhere, and it's a really good show, and it's really cool because I said this last time, but I remember when it was a lot smaller, and every year it keeps getting bigger. It was, just a couple years ago, like held in like a high school gym, like a high school or like a community center gym, and now they're in a huge convention space with all these people and exhibitors, and it's very exciting. So would love to see you guys there. If you're in the chat and you can make it, you should try and make it. So too bad Mr. Aaron Crumbley isn't going to be there as I'm learning right now as of tonight.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Pretty sure I'm going to be helping out with
By the way,
Collecticon.
I'm going to be going to the Charlie's Collectible show this weekend. Yeah.
What?
I haven't been there yet, and so I'm going to go check it out.
Dude, Darius works there.
Does he work there?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he's
out to
he
Darius.
left Bricker, he had a baby, and then he's working 2 jobs, and then now he's working at Charlie's Collectible Show. And if you're in Atlanta and you don't know about Charlie's Collectible Show, free plug for them because I love them. I got a VIN there once, and I just fell in love with the team there, and it's essentially a flea market for nerds, to put it basically.
It's in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
It's in Stone Mountain, and they have like mini con weekends every weekend. So it's like one weekend Star Wars themed, one weekend is Pokemon themed, one weekend's Yu-Gi-Oh themed, one weekend's Magic the Gathering. There's so many animes I don't know, but it is very anime heavy there. But there's also a lot of playing card shops there, and that's where I go lose money. Yeah, I lose a lot of money there on a regular basis.
The Arc 170 progress so far. We got the main body done. What do you think so far?
Very, very. Is demure? Is it too late to say?
Very, very mindful.
Yeah, mindful. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
I don't know if we can still say that or not. No, if I was allowed to.
It's not very trendy now, but we can still be.
I'm late to the trend, but what are trends anyway?
Yeah, I'm excited. The only reason that I found out about it was because there's some Sonic voice actors who are going to be there.
That's
this
right.
weekend, and I'm a big Sonic the Hedgehog nerd, so I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll go check it out this weekend."
So Erica is the voice of Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, and if you're a One Piece fan, Luke Hamilton, I'm looking at you. Like Erica is the voice of that, and for the English dub, and so she is my friend Jasmine. Like that's her client. And so,
nice.
But because of that, I met her last year at WonderCon because she's also the voice of a lot of Pokemon. Actually, all the evolutions.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she's the voice in Pokemon for all those. And she's the voice of Piplup. What's up?
The Eevee as well, or
I can't remember if it's Eevee as well, but it's weird to think that certain voice actors do so many different Pokemon. You just don't know it. But she's also the voice of Piplup, and so Bricker Builds had their Piplup, and I was there with the Piplup, and I was like, "Do you mind if?" Do you want to see a Lego version of the Pokemon? She goes, "Oh my God, yes."
That's so cool.
So we took a picture with her with Piplup, and she put it on her Instagram and tagged us in it, and it was super cool. It was super cool.
That is really cool.
So
I've got a lot of love for voice actors. I definitely I respect it. There's so much effort that goes into, all kinds of acting. Even if it's not visible. And I know you can't hear this right now, but we've got kind of a bop in the music right now. Just you can't hear any music right now. We hear someone listening to it.
I want to know what you're doing. Oh yeah, dude, that's way more exciting.
Yeah.
It's like a little club.
Aaron is just like it's just silent over here. For some reason, I can't figure out the
thoughts. Help me.
I'm like holding him prisoner here. But for some reason, I only get the audio of the music in my ears. But yeah, I'm excited to check it out. It'll be a fun little show. Dylan Campbell is here. I don't know what kind of spaceship that is, but put Batman in it. It's been a long time since I've actually had a Batman up here to put in things, but I do have. Hang on. Who else can I put in this? I feel like I have Sauron. I could put Sauron in it.
Oh, that would be kind of epic. Please put him in.
He's not Batman, but we'll have Smeagol flying the Arc 170. I don't even know if he fit properly. I don't think his arms are going to let him fit. That's okay. That's how he does it. All right, there you go. Gollum is in the Arc 170 for you, Dylan. It's the same thing.
It's a system. Lego system.
Aaron, you're not going to be there. Is Aubrey is asking? I think about Atlanta BrickCon is what she's asking.
Yeah. So I obviously want to. I'm looking for a job right now, but still very much friends with everybody in the community.
Hire Aaron Crumbley.
Hashtag Aaron hire me, please.
Hire me.
But yeah, I have a chance to be handling some very famous voice actors in at Collecticon, which travels around the country. So no matter where you are, you can potentially go to Collecticon. Been wanting to work with Collecticon for a long time, and now I get to, but not the way I was expecting. So even if I volunteer, and it might be where I'm able to do just a day there and then a day at Atlanta BrickCon. I was about to say Atlanta BrickCon. Shout out to Atlanta BrickCon. But yeah, that's the dealio.
Yep.
So
he'll be there in spirit.
I'll be there in spirit, but also I don't know what the after parties are looking like for Atlanta BrickCon, but you guys have my number. I'm pretty sure. The pool's open.
Pool's open.
So
what a great throwback.
Never, dude. I didn't know the reference. I just was upset the pool was closed, and then freaking Aubrey and Nicole were like, "Oh yeah, here's." And I just was like, what, did you make this joke? Like, that was so quick. How did you get this made? Were you guys making this for me? I felt like it was about me. It was like the weirdest thing. But
Pool's open.
Yeah.
I'm excited for warmer weather. Speaking of pools, like, I'm not a fan of this cold weather. I've been, I enjoy the snow and seeing it, but after about a day or two, I'm just like, all right.
You're donezo.
I'm donezo. We got more stickers. This set has got a lot of stickers in it. Let's get this one on here. Straight as an arrow. Okay, don't mind me going nonverbal at the function. Gotta go nonverbal sometimes.
I realize I'm either yapping or I'm dead silent, and there really isn't an in-between.
I'm the same way. I think that's a...
Is that normal?
No, it's a neurodivergent thing, right?
Is it?
Are you an extrovert or an introvert?
Bro.
Well, see, here's the thing. When you say you go silent, to me that's like a social battery that's depleted. Because that's how I go. Whenever I go nonverbal, like... I can be very confident, extroverted, chatty, talking to people, but then after like a certain point, I'm done. And like, I think people think I'm extroverted because I'm dropping pieces. They think they see me like being super chatty and they're like, oh yeah, you're an extrovert. But like in reality, I get to a social event, my timer is ticking until I become a far less interesting person to talk to. At least that's how I am. So.
Everyone I've ever met has a social battery, but some people get charged with other people.
Yes.
And I am in that category, but even then, you go so hard as an extrovert. There is an end of the line for everybody. There's an end of their energy supply. Right. You can only talk so much. I mean, I did that for a living last year at the booth, talking to hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Coming into the booth selling Lego to them. I was talking to everyone, and it was like in a timed setting, right?
Right.
So I literally had to get as many words per minute as possible.
You're a professional yapper.
I am. I very much am. I mean, Aubrey, what are you saying? I battle my introvertness with costumes, and that's why we love you. That is why you were cherished in the Lego community, and never change. Never change, Aubrey.
Aubrey said it's the ice that's the issue for the Atlanta folks. Indeed it is. And she battles her introvertness with costumes. That's great. That's great.
Yeah. I wanted to wear a costume. Actually, technically did earlier, but I didn't want to steal your thunder.
Should we break out just for Aubrey because Aubrey's here?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, This is for you, Aubrey. We talked about your costumes earlier, and Aaron brought this stuff over, like, and he specifically referenced the thumbnail that we did. So this is for you. Hang on.
Which one?
Give me that one.
This one.
That one. Yeah.
You want this one?
Yeah, I'll put this one.
Like pop up. Like...
Yeah, here. We're gonna put these on, and then reveal to you. We're not gonna wear these the whole stream. We can see you down here. Hang on. We'll go full screen for this. Hang on. We'll do this. All right.
Prepared, dude.
Yep. Hang on. This has never been seen before on the 8-minute stream. I'm gonna take my glasses off. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are ready for
I can just barely see out of this thing.
This mold is so beat up. My eyes are all everywhere. I got this on eBay for like, I don't know, $5. It's from 2005.
Wait, hang on. I gotta do hang on, let me do my best Wookiee yell.
I hope you guys can hear me right now, but this thing is whack.
It's pressing against my glasses.
If you ever want a good laugh and you're bored, go to eBay and type in Star Wars masks. It is a cheap, easy laugh, and I cry every time. That's actually why we bought these, because me and my friend Gracie, we were...
Can you see?
Yeah, I got holes. I got holes here, two here, two here, and two here. Oh, that looks better. It just, they deform and they switch and they just look funny and they're beat up like this. But the plastic sits and molds to that shape.
It was me all along.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
But
He brought so
Anyway.
many options for the thumbnail, and we ended up
did.
going with the Jedi robes. So
I do not have a Teletubby one yet, Aubrey. So
yeah, Teletubblug needs a resurgence. In my
what is
opinion.
the peanut butter oil? No, timeout. Oh, Gracie's back in. Let's go. Yeah, Gracie knows.
back
Me and Gracie were on the couch in tears. Like my kidneys were in pain because I was laughing so hard with her.
Oh, when you bought the
in New
mask?
Orleans because I was like, oh, what we should do for Halloween? Okay, we'll do something Star Wars related. Bricker has Star Wars stuff. Looking at all the Darth Mauls with their face pushed in and the fat chin and the dude, just wholesome comedy. So if you want a good laugh, go to eBay, type in Star Wars masks, and just go look at the pictures. And I bought that. Where did it go? Oh,
Chewie's over here.
I bought both of these because I was crying laughing at the way it was, but this one just looks like he's in pain, and I don't even know how to.
James, you should rewind like 30 seconds, and you'll see us doing silly stuff.
But also, look at Chewie's face.
I
Does
will
he
say,
have a mustache?
I was pointing out. I don't remember Chewie having this prominent of a mustache.
I think
it's like a Seagal mustache.
Yeah, this is.
That's a Seagal stash right there.
It really is. Maybe it's a little shout out to him.
This one is a lot more comfortable than the Jar Jar one, right?
This one's more flexible and doesn't like hold a shape other than just how it was pressed. Yeah, thank you. But the Jar Jar one plastic is super hard.
I feel like I got to hit it with a hairdryer and reshape it.
Yeah.
So.
Let it out in the sun.
Yeah.
Okay, so you asked about the peanut butter oil.
Yes, please tell me.
I am glad that Dylan brings this up every time. I'm not annoyed at all.
Is this your Selena Gomez story?
What's that?
Is this your Selena Gomez
It's
story?
the peanut butter oil muscle.
I don't know what you're doing with peanut butter oil.
I had a dream about peanut butter oil, and I DM'd peanut butter oil on Twitter, and I met peanut butter oil at a VIP. No, I don't have a celebrity crush on.
I was hoping you meant like Pan, like the Peter Pan, like the peanut butter.
So
Could have met Pan.
okay, this is like a refresh. This is our second stream of the year, so like it is a good refresh. Everyone knows the lore of this stream and the inside jokes that we have. So a while back, last year, this was over. I can't even. Dylan, you can remind me. This was months and months ago, like maybe a year ago at this point. There was a stream where I was talking about my distaste for peanut butter. Like, you know, when you buy a new can of peanut butter and it comes with oil, like a thin layer of oil on the top.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that was the case because all the peanut butter that I eat a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Eaten a lot of peanut butter jelly sandwiches in my lifetime. I've never seen that. And so I went to the grocery store and I bought this can or this, canister, and I was shocked. I was like, what is this gross substance like at the top? Is this bad? And I was reassured by many people that the peanut butter oil is natural and you're supposed to mix it in and it's normal. It comes like that. But I didn't know that. And so I was educated. And now, ever since this story, it has been a ongoing request for me to get a new canister of peanut butter and just drink the oil off the top.
Oh my god.
But here's the
How many
thing.
calories is that?
I don't know, probably a lot, but I have committed to doing this at some point, and I keep putting it off.
No, it's probably not that bad for you.
It's probably not that bad. They want me to just, so I've made it clear that this should be there should be an incentive for this, like a donation or some kind of charity stream for me drinking the oil. And that will happen. I just keep putting it off. So that's the lore explanation.
Jetty's here.
Jetty's here, but hey, you're behind.
EXO
We've already got
edits.
someone in the spaceship, but it's not Batman. We have Smeagol flying the Arc 170 right now. So
Look at this piece that cracked on me. That piece just cracked on me. Is that crazy?
Oh, that's wild.
I don't
Do you
know
want a
if
replacement?
you can
I can
see.
replace it.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
You got a Lego piece crack. Yeah, we got
I hear cracking Lego.
cracking Lego. Aubrey said your next mock needs to be a jar of peanut butter.
You know,
And I'll
that
add-
actually sounds really fun.
Would you drink the oil with me?
Absolutely. Duh.
I feel like
I'm here for experiences.
of all people, Aaron would be the one to be gung-ho about drinking the peanut butter
I did
oil.
hear a story, an embarrassing story, where someone, and I'm not going to out them out, and
no.
James and Jetty don't say anything, but
no.
one of our lovely friends thought that they could replace a ingredient in cooking that needed milk with olive oil.
Wait, what?
They replaced the milk with olive oil and accidentally pooed themselves on the way. They were in the middle of class when it hit. They were taking a test.
Is this someone that I know?
I actually don't know if you know this person.
Okay. I've never heard that story.
It has stuck with me. I think every time I look at olive oil, I'm like, remember not to drink that, Aaron. You're gonna accidentally take a test and poop your
Straight
pants.
up drinking it, and by it I mean the peanuts butter oil.
I mean, I'll take a shot. How much are we drinking though? That's
The
what's got me
entire
worried.
The entire top
What do
layer.
you think? That's like a shot or two?
It's got to be a shot or two.
Man. Okay, well,
It will happen.
I'm using your bathroom afterwards.
Yeah, we'll have a bucket right next to the off-camera.
A little Home Depot
barfing.
bucket.
Yeah. It'll happen eventually. Here's
will.
the thing. I feel like I need to really make it a big deal, though. It's got to be like a celebratory milestone. Like, okay, here, maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll say when Ant Bandit hits 100K subscribers, I will drink the oil.
I think
Is
you
that
go
a
bigger.
reasonable-
I think you can go. Well, see, I'm a risk taker.
35,000 subscribers right now.
See, that's too far away.
Too far away?
I think 50 is a good one. 50 thou.
I'm going to hit 50,000 this year easily, though.
Then great. Well, why you're postponing this?
I
Don't postpone it. Why? Wait. You don't.
50,000. I'll drink the oil at 50,000.
Why do you want to postpone it?
I'm not enthused about drinking peanut butter.
Why?
oil.
It's probably not that bad.
You're downplaying it.
I don't-
I find it gross.
Oh,
I find
okay.
it
See, I didn't know
disgusting.
that. Okay. Oh, that's what your rant was about.
Yeah, that's what my rant was about.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to drink it. I'm not excited about drinking it.
I mean, that's what Chick-fil-A cooks all their stuff in.
James not only said stream next week. No, we're not doing it next week. We're not doing it.
It
next
was
week.
Aaron confirm. Oh, they said Aaron knows someone I know.
This is my favorite LAN content.
I bet you have to rematch a speed bump.
I do want to do that is something that Jetty. I invite Jetty to stream often though. Jetty doesn't come on the stream anymore, and that's not my fault.
No,
Jetty
that's
needs to
all
come
on
the
Jetty,
stream.
100%. It's like he's married now or something. It's
he's
like he
got
has
a life,
priorities.
He enjoys seeing
Wow.
his new wife that he spends time with, his job that he enjoys, and he doesn't want to come hang out with me.
Yeah,
So but
imagine
here's the
being
thing.
in love.
The next time that EXO edits, Jetty wants to come on the stream, I will buy a set for both of us, and we can do I'll buy my set, he buys his set, and we'll do like a speed build challenge. I think that would be a lot of fun. So
Jetty killed it.
he said, "Bruh." Aiden said, "I'm having a little snack while watching. Saw you guys on the Wednesday stream. Hey, nice. There you go. I bet you won't
You
eat
don't eat
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A.
with me on stream. Double dare."
Do you eat Chick-fil-A?
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A.
So you
I
guys
used to
know.
work at Chick-fil-A.
What?
Yeah. I back in like high school, I used to work in Chick-fil-A. It was like high school, college. But I wore the cow suit and everything.
You were the cow,
I wore
dude?
the cow suit.
Wow.
I've told my Chick-fil-A story, but I'll tell it again here. I enjoy telling the story. So I worked at Chick-fil-A, and it was like whenever I would go back home, I was in college. It was like right as I was graduating, but I spent a summer working at Chick-fil-A, and then I would work there again the next summer. But it was in a mall, and my like whole thing, when someone says, they have to, every Chick-fil-A employee has to say, "My pleasure," whenever they, you say thank you, they say, "My pleasure." It's like their motto. They're required to say it. So my programming, whenever someone says thank you, I usually used to say, "Oh, it's no problem. No problem. No worries, no problem." That was like my programming. It's how I said it, how I answered it. So for like weeks, I got away with not saying "my pleasure." No one knew I wasn't saying it, but I just was like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not. It's not a cool thing to say, right? They're gonna think I'm a sheeple at Chick-fil-A, just repeating everything. No. I'm just gonna say my thing. Finally, the manager catches me saying, no problem instead of my pleasure. And he's like, dude, you got to say it. You got to do the thing. And I'm like, all right, I've been caught. I've been sussed out by the manager here. And so I'm going to try to say it. And keep in mind, I've been saying no problem for an entire summer. Or like I've been, that's how I answer.
Hey, you got to say my pleasure. Yeah, no problem, dude.
Right. So lady comes up and I'm like, I'm going to say it. I'm like psyching myself up. Manager's standing right behind, like next to me on the next register over.
Gulp.
Yeah, like watching me. So I'm in my head about making sure I say the right thing, and he goes, the lady puts in her order, says thank you, and I'm mixed up. So I say, oh, no pleasure. I mean, excuse me, my problem. And I'm like stuttering the worst thing that I can say. No pleasure, my problem. And the manager's losing it, and he's like just laughing at me, and it's like my wires were crossed. So the worst possible combination of things that I could have said, I said. But yeah. No pleasure, my problem.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's so funny.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh,
I
dude.
eventually got used to it. But he cut me some slack after that because he thought it was so funny.
Oh,
He
dude,
was like,
we need to make that a skit.
Yeah.
We need to make that a skit. That's too
you
funny.
hey, you can have the rights. You can.
I
you
will.
can,
I might take you up on
yeah,
that. Is so
you can have
freaking
that one.
funny, dude.
That's good.
So I have a lot of friends that work for Chick-fil-A corporate, and I used to work for Chick-fil-A corporate as security
nice.
for a little bit of time, very little bit of time. One of
Were
my
you a
mini
bouncer?
jobs. I was.
Like
They
a Chick-fil-A bouncer.
yeah, they gave me a gun and everything.
No
Like
way.
imagine me with a gun.
I can't imagine you.
Exactly.
It's very easy to imagine you. with a
Actually,
gun.
yeah, it is. But yeah, I was at Chick-fil-A, so that's like extra funny to me, and I would love to share that with the people in my life that still work there. That is, honestly, that is my new favorite story of
Nice.
yours.
There you
I
go.
think.
I've told that story probably like a dozen times on this stream, so I'm glad that it gets some leg room still. It's still got legs in it.
Oh, dude, it has to. If you're a Chick-fil-A fan, you know all too well about that. That's.
Let's see. We're still talking about peanut butter in the chat. Exo Edit said loser of the speed build has to eat peanuts butter. See, I would say yes to the loser of the speed build has to eat the peanut butter oil, except for the fact that I've already committed to doing this, and I don't want to force someone else to do something that I've committed to doing. So, we should have a different punishment for that. You need James for emotional support while you drink the peanut butter oil. What's up, Aero Nomad? Welcome to the build stream. This build stream has gone off the rails. It's great. I love it. I'm still working on this. You're almost done with yours. Well, you've stretched this out significantly.
Well, I've also went back and forth on the instructions because the instructions are little convoluted, but also I'm distracted, so
Yeah.
I'm really just gonna blame myself this time.
I was thinking that I was going to build 2 sets tonight, but I'll probably end up just finishing this Arc 170 and calling it there, and save Ahsoka for another time. But yeah, this has been a fun stream. We're not close to finishing, so don't leave yet, anybody. We're not done yet.
And you can still hang out. It's still party time. It's still party time.
We've got the, hang on, I'll show you. We've got our progress. We've got one wing of the Arc 170 done. And I think, let's see, how does this work with the, there's supposed to be a function to open the wings. But I don't actually know how to do it. Huh.
My piece went flying earlier from the beginning, and now I need it.
I might have messed this up.
No, dude, you're perfect. You've never messed up in your whole life. Don't
I'm
say
looking
that
at
about
it
my
right
friend.
now. We'll see. Atlanta BrickCon is coming up, though. Let's see. Did you go... What is this? Did you go to the Brick Universe thing in Tennessee, or do you not live there? No, I do not live in Tennessee. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. But I do know Brick Universe. I have never been to it. I'm not sure. Is it still going on? I know.
I saw advertisements for the Tennessee show. Where was the Tennessee show? I forgot.
I think it was in Chattanooga.
Because of all my Lego conventions, I get hit with every Lego advertisement or secondary or third party.
I do want to
advertisement.
go back. I used to live in Chattanooga. I would love to go back. There's a new Bricks and Minifigs that opened up in Chattanooga, and I've seen pictures of it. It looks awesome. It's, I think, the Bricks and Minifigs with the largest amount of space, or largest amount of.
Oh, in Chattanooga. Yeah.
In Chattanooga.
Yeah. What's his name? I met him. I met the owner at BAMCon, which was a Bricks and Minifig conference.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they have a conference. For those that don't know, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur and you want to build something for the Lego community, Bricks and Minifigs will buy third-party Lego
Not
stuff
sponsored.
for their, not sponsored, just fun facts. They will buy stuff for their stores, and you can talk to them. They actually have a conference where all the store owners across the country come together and have essentially wholesale deals. So like if you have a booth of something, let's say you make acrylics like boxes for Lego sets to protect Lego sets, and you want to like potentially reach out to them, they might be like, hey, yeah, come on, we'd love to have you at BAMCon. And so you would get to meet all these owners of these Bricks and Minifigs and be able to pitch them your product for certain stores, because every store owner has a little bit of, you know, they can choose to some degree of what they can have in their stores. So yeah.
Aero Nomad said, I've got the 2005 Arc 170, but that thing is super fragile. I'm going to pick up the 2025 version when I can get it on sale. That's smart. Yes, this is a very expensive version. I have that original 2005 version too, and this one is a lot smaller, but I really like the design so far. It looks good. Lots of smooth surfaces so far. I've got to finish up the leather wing. We've got, let's see, James said the stream needs to end. I don't know why, what we're talking about. Time for the stream to end by everyone fades to black. Oh, it was a joke for earlier. Okay, all right. Aubrey will dress up as Mr. Peanut for emotional support. Man, I feel like this needs to be a like maybe the 2025 finale where we get everyone who's guested on the stream so far. Everyone gathers around me. Maybe we can go to like a wide shot like this. Like imagine me in the center and everyone around me just saying chug, 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 like just trying to finish.
You think you'd like throw it back up instantly? You think as soon as it touches your tongue or your stomach, it's just like it's over?
It's a lot of pressure. I don't know. It would not be pleasant, that's for sure.
See, all I can think about is my buddy hates eggs. He can't stand like raw eggs, like slimy raw eggs.
Yeah. Okay.
And so some people like will crack them, put them in a smoothie for like workout stuff, and it's like still gross, but whatever. Yeah. But he like really hates it, like just stains it. That and wet bread, can't stand.
Well, who likes wet bread?
Well, no one, but it like specifically triggers him.
Okay.
But I'm just wondering if it would be like the same reaction. Like my buddy doesn't hate like raw eggs. He's weird, so he just cracked one, did it in front of him, and I watched him for like 20 minutes at the sink.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I have wild friends, so.
Seems like you have finished your build.
I got to put the ribbon through, dude. It's a little ornament.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have imagined our builds taking the exact same amount of time?
I could have.
Look at that.
I mean,
me with
you want me to yap or build, dude? I can't do both.
We're here to entertain. We're here to have a good time. So
I can't play Fortnite and talk on the mic at the same time.
We could talk about Fortnite. We still haven't played Fortnite together. We need to get on that.
We probably won't unless you throw a Fortnite party. Because my goal for this year is no video games unless they're in person. So I can bring my Switch over or Xbox over and just do something, and I'm for that. But like the cheap dopamine that I get and the absolute time sink that I put into video games is unnecessary at best.
You're stronger than I am. I stay way too late playing.
I want to be cool like you. I want to make content. I want to make videos. I want to use my acting skills I haven't touched in forever.
Meanwhile, here I am, staying up until late night hours playing.
Yeah, but you got stuff. You got stuff. You're not lost in the sauce. I was gone so much that, you know.
True.
Yeah, play video games on the road. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Death Star Instructions by Bricks Without Mortar LLC. It is here. This is what it looks like.
Show it off. You gotta show it here. You gotta put it right here. There it is. That's cool. I like that.
So They probably could have changed this brick to that lighter brown just to cover it up. I don't know.
The TIE fighters are a nice touch.
I do like the TIE fighters a lot. I think it would also be cool to put these on like some kind of angle so I can like make one up or one down or whatever instead of just being straight out. But either way, super cute, super cool.
Very nice.
Want it on my tree.
Crimbus.
But I was preoccupied with another build. Can I even talk about that build?
Which build?
The custom Lego build that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I can talk about it, but I
talk
probably
about it.
shouldn't show it.
I mean,
Actually, for the 9 people here that are watching, I would love your opinions, actually.
well, yes, we'll put it to the room. We'll put it to the room.
Yeah, because I don't want to step on any toes, even though I will. Again, not intentionally. But I had this idea for a Lego build, but as an artist, not as a Lego builder. So essentially,
Not a mock.
It's
like
not a mock.
Like a piece of art.
it is an art piece. It is not a mock. It is not something that would be sanctioned or even loved by the Lego community. And right now, it's a hot mess.
Land, turn away.
Yeah,
don't listen
I'm
to
going
this.
to make your ears bleed what I'm about to say, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not trying to be inflammatory, but it is the project. I spent all last year going to Lego shows, seeing thousands of beautiful mocks and awesome design stuff. I am chaotic by nature, ADHD, and I wanted to see a Lego skull, like a human skull, made of Lego, but not done appropriately like everyone else. Not studs on studs. I'm not like 2 bricks clicked together. If you guys know how to melt Lego, which I do, which is now being weaponized, you get nail polish remover, acetone, right? And I have started working on a human skull that is made of Lego, but it is not put together correctly. It is melted in the worst ways
Kind of
possible.
freakish,
It's like an I Spy book.
I think that's gonna look really
But
cool.
nothing is like put together correctly in this build. It is like all melted together. So it's just like as if you dropped a bottle of acetone in your bulk and you just pulled out a human skull made of Lego. That's what it's going to look like.
Cool.
And so I am more than halfway done on it. I do need to pick up some more bulk to use for the project. But I have a fascination of taking things that are not supposed to be done a certain way and then making them into new pieces. Because I also do playing card art, where I get playing cards, get a razor, cut out the face cards like kings, queens, and jacks, and I will cut in all those little designs on the face cards and then use those.
Plug your Etsy too.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. If you want to see what I've done in the past for playing card art, if you like playing poker or blackjack or whatever, gambling is not endorsed here. If you like that kind of stuff and like playing cards, I have an Etsy. It's just etsy.com/shop/chopped cards. That's also the name of my Redbubble, which is chopped cards. But yeah, some guy from France and somebody from Australia just randomly bought my stuff like a few months ago, which was like cool because I don't even promote. They just found it and bought it, and
That's cool.
it feels good to have your art purchased. You know,
does.
it does feel good. It feels validating. You know, but I'm working on all that to say I'm working on a Star Wars helmet design on a canvas where I'm getting those pieces from the face cards and designing a Stormtrooper helmet. I'm like a few pieces away from being done. I actually brought it here. It's in my car, but
I want to see it.
I can go get it.
I mean,
I'm like a few pieces away from it being done, but
you should bring it next time when it's completely done. Then.
yeah, that I was gonna work on it on this show, but there's no way I'd be able to do that and concentrate because it's razor work is something that requires my whole focus, and because I'm so ADHD, it's like, oh, this is soothing. I'm only focusing on one little thing, and that's why Lego is soothing.
Yep.
That's what I found out. That's what it finally dawned on me, probably early last year. No, even before that, when I first started with Bricker. I'm like, what makes a 78-year-old woman get into Lego? Like, what makes a grandmother play with Lego? And I realized she told me that her husband had passed away and someone gave her a Lego gift. And she kind of scoffed at it at first. And she ended up putting it together because got to the point where she's like, I'm just going to do everything I can to distract myself. And not that Lego is a distraction, but it is because you're so focused on the build that like nothing else matters. So it's like this safe place. You're so focused on building and putting things together. Nothing else exists in those moments. And I think that alone makes Lego worthy of people's time. Mm-hmm. You know, not to get all sappy on you guys.
Time. No, just kidding.
It's time to go.
We've got the Arc 170 wrapped up here, so let's show it off for everybody. I definitely did not build this correctly. I don't know how, but I messed up the function for the wings. So
it's because you went nonverbal in the function.
I did go nonverbal, and now the wings won't open. So I am not done with this. That's embarrassing, but it looks great. Excited to have this. I like this ship a lot, so I am happy to have the new version. It's been a long time since I've built one. We've got people talking about bidets in the comments.
I don't understand.
The bidet is a whole... Okay, for Aubrey, okay. So the bidet was a whole nother thing back in the day. We had a stream where we were talking about bidets, and there was a fund that was started, a donation fund for viewers donating to the stream to raise money for me to purchase a bidet. It was a whole nother thing.
Was that a James? Was that a James episode?
I don't know. I think James might have been on for that.
Man,
ain't no way you read all that and didn't mention it. I didn't read. I'm skimming. You guys are talking so fast.
Yeah, you guys are blowing up the chat.
Blowing it up over here with 9 people in here.
Do you ever say that? What do we think, chat? Are you cool? Are you hip? You say chat?
I'm not hip at all.
I'll say it for you.
Cool build, Arc 170. I did not get to the Ahsoka's fighters, but we'll have to get to them next time. But thank you guys for and you didn't purchase one. I don't have enough money to buy a bidet. Bidets are expensive. Christopher started the fund. Okay, yeah, Christopher did start. He was the first to donate to the bidet fund. But thank you guys for joining. We're gonna wrap things up here. We've been on for about 2 hours, which is about a good amount of time here spent on this. But really excited to be back this year doing streams every week. Big thanks to Aaron. Go and follow Aaron for his crazy Selena Gomez adventures. Yeah. You can find him at
Aaron Crumbley. Very original.
Aaron Crumbley.
Yeah, that's on YouTube. And if you want to see the YouTube video, it's on my YouTube. But it's also on my Instagram and everything.
We are going to be back next week, hopefully with Ob the Builder to build some Animal Crossing sets. We'll have to get together and make sure that's going to happen. She said we need to start the fund again. Technically, the fund hasn't gone away. It's just we haven't reached enough.
Dylan. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
Fill the bidet with peanut butter oil. Oh, man.
Oh, this has been fun. Thank you guys for joining. Come back next week for more shenanigans. We're going to be building and chilling, hanging out. But yeah, thank you for joining. And
thank you for having me.
We got to do it. We do our sign off. So you just got to keep waving as we fade to black here. Are you ready? Here we go.
You know, like a beauty pageant wave? Oh.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.